55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
Hey, good evening, and welcome inside another edition of The Locker Room. That man is Elijah Collins. My name is Justin Prince. Elijah, we got headlines back, so that must mean one thing. Football is on the horizon.
That's right, JP. We're just over a week actually away from the first day of practices, just 4 weeks away from game week number 1. But today marked the unofficial start to the football season as 38 local teams flocked to the Summit City for the annual Football Media Day.
Yeah, and Elijah, you and I talked to plenty of squads today. And let me tell you, every single one of them full of confidence, full of optimism as they look ahead to this fall. Everyone's undefeated. Whether you're coming off an 0-10 season or a state championship, the slate has been wiped clean. Now, some squads certainly have more to build off than others, and you can certainly put Adams Central in that category. The Jets were the lone team from Northeast Indiana left standing last season, making a trip to the Class 1A state finals. AC ultimately fell short of a blue ring in their trip to Lucas Oil Stadium, and despite losing some key cogs from that team, Michael Mosier's squad is ready to run it back.
I mean, at AC, we've always been preached not to really rebuild, but reload.
The expectations are high at Adams Central. We as a coaching staff put those expectations on them, and it's the next one up.
We're the team to beat right now, and I think everyone's going to bring their best game when they play us, so we always got to be prepared for everyone's best game.
Just like the Jets, Eastside has an abundance of talent to replace, specifically at the quarterback position. Gone is do-it-all signal caller Laban Davis, who accounted for over 3,900 yards of Blazer offense, as well as 53 total touchdowns. But ask anyone around the program, and they'll be sure to let you know they plan to make sure the NECC still runs through Butler.
This group's got something to prove. You know, everybody thinks that you lose a Laban Davis, you lose a Kyler Bibby, you lose a Gavin Wallace, you lose an Isaiah Fuentes, that we're not going to be very good. And I don't believe that. Our kids don't believe it. And they've had a great summer and are proving to everybody that we're still going to be around.
Eastside was one of 3 teams from Northeast Indiana to go undefeated in the regular season last year. The other 2 were Tippecanoe Valley and Leo. The Vikes had their best season since 2012 last year, going 10-1, but they fell in the sectional semifinals to Mishawaka Marion.
It was a lot of underclassmen getting a lot of quality playing time, so I think they're ready to step up. Since we got knocked out of the tournament last year, they've been in the weight room, they've been working, they're hungry for it. It's going to be exciting to see what these guys can do.
As for the Purple Pride, there's a new lion leading the pack as Jason Dorfler takes over as head coach, looking to lead Leo to a 3rd straight NE8 title.
It starts with defense, and if you can play great defense, you got a shot, and you're in games. And luckily, we have one of the strengths of our team, in my opinion, is our defensive line and linebackers, and a lot of guys that have played on Friday nights before, and are ready to roll.
But with a graduating class that saw 4 players commit to Division I programs gone, the door could be open for other teams to claim the conference crown. Enter Norwell. Coming off a 2nd straight 10-win season, the Knights bring back a bulk of their roster, led by Bowling Green commit Brody Bolin and the Swiss Army knife known as Luke Graft, who rushed for over 1,700 yards and 20 scores last year.
We've got to stay humble and hungry. If you want to have those lofty goals, you've got to continue to work. No one's going to give us anything. We know that.
We've got stronger, but right now it's just putting the pieces all together working together as a team.
And finally, after a three-way tie between Carroll, Snyder, and Lewis for the SAC title last year, the Chargers and Panthers look primed to try and repeat as conference champs in what could be a wide-open race for the victory bell.
Last year's group was last year's group, although they contributed to it. This is, their defining legacy as a senior class, and that's the way we talk to them. So I would say they're just as hungry.
We're going to come out. We're going to play hard like we always do. Obviously, the SAC is tough, and I think that we're going to be able to compete. It's going to be a tight race, but we're just going to do our thing.
So with Media Day behind us, it's officially time to look ahead to our countdown to kickoff, and that begins next week. Here's a look at our complete schedule for you. We begin things again next Monday with the Northern Lakes Conference. Three Rivers Conference going to follow July 26th through the 28th. The ACAC will follow the TRC. They're going to run July 29th through August 1st. The NECC going to be right after that. They'll be August 2nd through the 5th. After the NECC, we've got the NE8 on tap. They're August 7th through the 10th. We'll wrap things up with the SAC August 11th through the 17th. Game week 1.
Let's go.
August 19th. Scrimmages August 12th. Can't wait, Elijah,
I'm
for the
excited.
fun to begin, man.